Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how to teach your kid to tell time on the clock. Because this is a very complicated topic, I will divide that into several steps. The first step is just introducing the hour hand. So here you will typically see a clock like this, and the hour hand will be the one that is really short. You can tell your kids it's the cutest one, so they can take a look at that first. And for the hour hand, usually it will be spinning very slow. You will not notice where it's going, but I can tell you it's going this way. We call that, this direction will be called the clockwise, because this is how the clock goes. So this is a clockwise direction, and the opposite direction we'll call that counterclockwise. Okay, then how to label our clock? It will be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then go back to 1. So this is how we label our clock using hours. Next, we will try to tell time only by the hour hand. Because we are not using the minute hand, so this will be approximate time. Sometimes you will see the hour hand. For example, this red one is pointing at a number, 8, for example, here. So this will show you 8 o'clock. We say it's about 8 o'clock because it's approximate time. Sometimes you will see the hour hand is pointing between two numbers. For example, this one is between 5 and 6. We can say that it's between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Or if you consider the direction the hour hand is going, it is passing 5 o'clock and heading for 6 o'clock. Or simply we can say it's after 5 and not 6 yet. Make sure your kids understand what happens here and get used to the expression like this. The last one is a little bit tricky. The hour hand is pointing between 12 and 1. Someone might say it's between 1 and 12. This is not right. Because if we consider the direction the hour hand is going, it should be passing 12 o'clock and not reaching 1 o'clock yet. So a better way to say that is between 12 and 1. Or you can use the other expression, like it's after 12 o'clock and not 1 o'clock yet. Now we are ready to go to the step 2. We will introduce the minute hand. Make sure you understand everything in the previous step before you come to this one. So the minute hand will be the hand that is longer, as shown here. And it goes the same direction as the hour hand. And because there is 60 minutes in 1 hour, so the label for the minute hand will be different. So if that position is 0, instead of having 1 here, it will be 5, and then 10, 15. Basically, what you do is skip count by 5, 20, 25, 30, 35, and so on. And then you can see that if you go to 60 minutes, it will be back at the 0-minute position. But in real life, we will not see clock like that. What we see is something on the right. So what they are labeled is just the hour, but not the minutes, because it's less messy. But you can still figure out the minute by just looking at the hour labeling. For example, here the label is 2. How to get the minute? You simply times 5. So 2 times 5 is 10. Another example would be here. 6 times 5 will be 30. which will be exactly like the minute shown on the left. You could also use the skip count by 5 method. 2 means you need to skip count by 5 twice, so 5, 10. And 6 means you skip count by 5 6 times, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that will give you the correct minute. Make sure your kids can use either one of those methods. For the next one, I want to talk more about the 1 hour. You can give your kids an idea of how long 1 hour is by saying, what is 1 hour drive from one place to another? So for example, from Las Cruces to El Paso, that's a 1 hour drive. So then you can introduce, what does that mean? Or say how the hands move in this 1 hour time. So for the hour hand, it just means goes from one number to the next. So for example, if it's just now 1 o'clock, in 1 hour, it will be 2 o'clock. If you have a clock toy, you can just simply show your kids on that toy by spinning your hour hand from 1 to 2. How about for the minute hand? Because there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, so that simply means goes the whole circle. So if you have the toy, you have the minute hand, you can start from this 0 position and goes this way. If it goes one whole circle, it will go back, which means it's 60 minutes. Then you can tell your kids, those 2 hands are working at the same time. You can also search on YouTube by clock spinning fast. That will show you how those 2 hands are working together. If they understand that, you can give them a little game by singing Hickory Dickory Dock and also play with those 2 hands on your clock toy. Okay, that's all I want to talk about today. I will have another video about the later steps of learning how to tell time.